Hello and welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you, and the video beer reviews have returned. Took a bit of a vacation from last month because of the Sierra Nevada Mega Review Marathon that happened. Also because I was trying to iron out some little technical issues with the sound. Hopefully that's better. Hoping. If not, crank it up all the way. So our first review back is a anniversary beer that I picked up at the Beer Bloggers Convention at the end of August, which was held in San Diego. So this month there will be two San Diego beers that will be featured. And the first one is the 4th anniversary Imperial IPA from Mike Hess Brewing. Now this is the first beer that they have, anniversary beer, that they've done at their new facility in North Park, as opposed to their previous smaller industrial park facility that I believe was in the Miramar area. So let's see what this Imperial IPA, or as they say on the label in San Diego speak, a pale ale, tastes like and smells like, and the final verdict, whatever you want to call that sort of thing. Very malty, very caramely, much more in sort of the barley wine-ish sort of realm. I assume that this one, even though it's 10 point something, 7.5 I believe, I believe it was pretty fresh. I got it at Bottle Craft, which is a one of two great beer stores in San Diego. I got it at their North Park location, so I'd assume that this is fairly fresh, fairly new. So hops couldn't have dropped that much from it, I'm hoping. That being said, there's not a lot of hop aroma here. There's a little bit, it's mostly herbal, tinging a little on the flowery, but it's really taking a backseat to that caramel sort of note, the sweet maltiness going on. Let me get another taste here so I can get a little more flavor notes here for you. Yeah, that's, to me, if you had said, hey Sean, here's a big barley wine, I would have probably reviewed this much more favorably. If you say, hey Sean, this is an Imperial IPA from San Diego, I would expect a lot more hops. So even if this was like a year old and all the hops had dropped out, I would expect it would still be San Diego hoppy. As it is, it's probably 75-80% malty and much more to my, think like a strong ale or a barley wine, probably an American barley wine, an aged one maybe. It's good. I like it, but it is much less hoppy than I was expecting just because of the word San Diego on the label. And this is odd because generally I've had good success with most of the Mike Hess beers. And not to say this one's a failure, but generally like their Gracias, their cream ale, Vienna lager, and their Solus, which is their IPA, really top notch, really enjoy them. Have had them on at their old tap room, and I've had them in cans and haven't been disappointed at all. But this one just doesn't strike the Imperial IPA chord with me. It's good for other things, but just not for that. I mean, it's got, like I said, a lot of caramel notes to it. It's strong. It doesn't have a burn per se, but I mean, you do feel it. I mean, the cheeks warm up after 2 or 3 sips, and it's warmed. So there you have it. I mean, if you're into that type of Imperial IPA, then this is something that you'll like. If you're wanting something that's bigger on the hops, bigger on that side of the equation, this one probably won't do it for you as much unless you've got a fresher one. That being said, I still like it. It's just, I think, one of those beers that with a different style designation on the label would get a different review. And I'm sure a lot of craft beer nerds have run across that, where they expected one thing and got another. Not that it was bad, but they expected something else. And that's sort of what has happened here for me. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and cheers. And come on over to the Beer Search Party website and take a look at what else I've got written out. Cheers.